Okay, CAD 112, I want to talk to you a little bit about dimensioning. Some of the drawings I've seen they've been horrific. So I think I need to address some issues. Um, Hope my student doesn't mind, but I'm going to pull up this one as an example. There's several things wrong with this drawing. First and foremost, I'm going to point out you never dimension to these lines. These are called hidden lines, okay? You never dimension to them. You never let these extension lines cross over your dimension lines, okay? You can have extensions cross over extensions, but you never allow this to cross over your extension lines. Now, all of this is captured in the text in chapter 10 and also in the 57 rules of dimension. All right, here we have a cutout. All right, we have no idea the depth of that cutout. All right, we've got a hidden line here. We've got a dimension to a hidden line, but that still doesn't give us the depth of this cutout. Whenever you have a cutout, this is called a feature right here, I need it to dimension both X and Y. Also, this drawing has 4 decimal places. You're going to find yourself hard pressed to put dimensions in a drawing that has the decimal places set at 4. So to change that, first you want to go to your dimension style. You need to do this in your drawing template. Go to primary units and set these to 2. Okay? And close. Now look at all of the space that we freed up. Now, first I'm going to get rid of these no-nos. That one's a no-no. That one's a no-no. And look how the 5 is closest to the part. Your dimension that is the longest will be the furthest away from the part. This needs to be up to here. This is the same way. This wouldn't even cross over each other if it was done properly. Okay? Now, here's another thing I want to mention. Try to do the dimensioning to the view where it is true shape. In other words, I'm going to see if this one was even used. This one's on the object layer, and they should have changed this to their dimension layer and then start dimensioning. Alright, I'll buy the one here, but I'm also going to have to put in here, I'm going to have to put this dimension. Anytime you have a gap, you're going to have to put that in there. And let me go back to home and put this on the correct layer. Okay. I'm going to do a match properties. So this is on the dimension layer. Now you don't have to put this one in here, alright, because you're going to have the overall. Okay, let me get rid of this one. This one's wrong. Alright, so when I look at this drawing, the first 3 things I'm going to look at, does it have the width, which it does, which is this? Does it have the height? It does, which is this. Does it have the depth? It does, which is this. Alright, there's a couple of things missing here. I need to know the length of this notch, or the depth of this notch. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to hit here and here. And again, there's not enough room between these views. Okay, so make sure that when you lay these out from now on, you put enough room between here to put your dimensions. What I like to do is start here and go around the part. So have I done that? I've done that. I've done that. Alright. I know what this is. Now, I do not know this dimension right here. Do I? Okay. Now, I'm going to turn it. I'm going to look to the side of it. I don't need this dimension because it's actually done here at the view that has the true shape. And we know we don't dimension the hidden lines. So this is good. Now, I want to try to keep my dimensions between my views. So I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to bring this in between the views. Now, if I don't have room here, this dimension can be put right here also, which is the same. Okay? So let's make sure we got everything. I'm going around the part. I've got the height of that. I've got that. This is 1 because I know by doing my math here. There is a couple of things that are wrong. I don't have all of these on my dimension layer yet. Okay. Oh, forgot one. Okay. So let's go around this. Oops, and I've got this extension line over my geometry. I don't want that. I'm going to put it right there where it's not over my geometry. Alright, so let's go around this again. I got that dimensions. I got this dimension. I got the depth dimension. I've got that dimension. I know what this is because I can take it from the... do I have the height? I do not have the height, do I? So, actually I put the depth up there. So I still need the height. So let me go ahead and put that in right here. It's going to be tight. Alright, but I'm going to put it in. I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to move this at 0.5 at an angle of 0. And I'm also going to move the top. If I move the right side, I'm going to have to move the top too. I'm going to go at 0.5 at an angle of 90. Okay. Now I've got a little bit more room between my views. Alright, so I know what this is. Because I can take 3, take an inch off of it, an inch here, so that leaves what? Right there, that leaves an inch. So I know that one, I know that one. I got my height, I got my width, which is pretty far away from the part. The first dimension needs to be 3/8 of an inch away from the part, and then every one after that is 1/16 of an inch. Alright, so that looks good. I'm done with that. I didn't break any rules. Let's go to this one. First thing I see is this is not at the view with the true shape. So delete that one. Another thing I see is that none of these are on my dimension layer. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I do everything on the dimension layer. And look at the distance between here. This is crazy. And look, this goes all the way down to there. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm going to pull these up to where they go. I assume they're trying to do this one. Alright. And my first dimension, remember, 3/8 away, and then everything after that, 1/16 of an inch. So I'm going to pull those on down. So I'm going to start on my left corner. That's good. I really don't need this one. It's a duplicate of the other one, and by the time I put this on here, okay, and I'm going to line it up there, which is good. Now, we know we need the depth here, so I'm going to go here and here, pull it out, which is good. I didn't dimension my hidden line. So I'm going to go on around. There's a notch right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this dimension from here to here. And then I'm going to put a dimension from here to here. Now I don't really need... I'm going to go ahead and move all this over. Go at 0.5 at an angle of 0. And I'm going to move the top since I moved that one. Move the top the same. At 0.5 and an angle of 90. Okay, everything's been moved. Now, do I have, I've kind of went around here. I'm going to go ahead and put this dimension on here. Okay. So we're pretty much covered the front view. Now, do I have the 3 dimensions that I'm always looking for? What are they? Height, width, and depth. I don't, I can add these up if I wanted to. I can actually get rid of this one if I wanted to. Or I can add these two, but we actually want to put the dimension on here. Alright, so it's 3.5, and I already have this one, so I'm going to delete it. And do I have the depth? I do not have the depth, so we can either put the depth here, remember me saying that, or you can put it here. Either one, just don't put it on both places. So I'm going to put that there. So, and is this covered? This is not covered. Now, is it covered? We got this covered, this covered. We got this covered with that, but we do not have this one, and we're kind of running out of room. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to put this here. Okay, so do we really need this one? That's the 3.5. It looks like this has 2 pieces of geometry on top of each other here. See, I deleted that one. Looks like more than 2, huh? Oh. Alright. Alright, so I have that, um, which is this, which is good. Okay. Okay, so I don't have, now I can either put it here, or if I wanted to, I could put it here. Either way. Alright? But I didn't have room down here to put it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that one, 150. Alright, so I'm going to go around it, make sure the front view looks all good. See, I have the overall, I have the height, I have the depth. This piece here is right here, and this section is this section here. Alright, so it looks like we've got, so I really don't need this one no more, and I don't like bringing it through the part anyhow. Alright, so I think we have everything here, and we didn't break any rules. Okay? Again, read the chapter 10, especially the first 5 or 6 pages, and then read the 57 rules of dimensioning. Look, there's a couple pieces of geometry here. You can tell it because they're brighter. And that should do it. Any questions, let me know. Again, read the chapter before you start, because it's apparent when you don't read the chapter, and it's apparent when you don't go through any of the teaching aids. This is Mr. Johnson. You have any questions, just let me know.